There's a term called third place. What that means is we have a first place and a second place. We have our home life, we have our work life, but in modern day and society right now, we miss the third place, which is a place where people can go on a consistent basis and show up. People expect them to be there. We have home, work, home, work. And so most people repeat that pattern. My name is Kyle Depiesse. I've got a corporate America background, and I went through a lot of leadership conferences, and I sought out a lot of personal growth conventions and conferences, and I just found that a lot of them were the same thing. You were put in this large hotel conference room with 4 concrete walls, and I don't know about you, but I just don't learn best that way. I learn by moving. And so when I left corporate America, I became a high school business teacher and just really fell in love with the process of uncovering learning for people. We had our son in 2017. Shortly thereafter, I just had this idea, and I thought, what if instead of a large hotel conference room, what if you just had the great outdoors as your learning environment? What if no guest speaker? What if everyone in the room just kind of contributed and shared in a unique way so we could learn from each other? So in 2019, I just created this event on the North Shore of Minnesota along Lake Superior, and I just said, here's who I think it's for. Here's 2 nights. I'm going to curate everything. Just show up, give you a chance to breathe and just enjoy yourself. And all guys showed up to that event. I didn't market it to be for guys only, but that's just who showed up. It was obvious to me that guys don't have this space where they can come together and just talk about things that are meaningful, things that are important. What environment can you step into where you can leave your title, your work title, and just talk about the things that matter, how you're showing up as a husband, what's your relationship with your kids, where's your health at, where's your faith at, and how do we work together just to become better men? I think men work best shoulder to shoulder, and so I've just decided to keep doing these really unique trips that guys could step into, and for guys just to have honest and meaningful conversation. A lot of guys are running businesses or they're raising families, and so taking large chunks of time and going out of the country is hard, but showing up for a couple hours and just working on movement, meeting new people, and having a good time is what this whole micro adventure series is all about. The whole belief behind this brand called Guyship is just bring good people together. And I've often thought like the answer is always in the room. So how do we just get to the answer in the room? And I think as men, like sometimes it's hard for us to have conversations that are meaningful. So like if you were to sit there in the Northwoods with me, there's a ton of trees. And if you think of what is the strongest tree in the woods, like what would you say? Like what's a super strong tree out? Oak. Almost everyone says an oak tree. Oak trees are really strong, really wide bases. They grow really tall, but what's unique, they often are found standing alone. And I think the parallel for men is that we're building lives, we're building businesses, but we often do it alone. And I don't think we have to do that. So my encouragement for you is use this event just to like meet some new people. You probably won't get a chance to meet everyone, but just find 1 or 2 people who you can just meet. As you build businesses, you're building your lives, you've got family, like just don't forget, like as men, it's just important for us to connect as well. So that's what this time's all about. That's all I really wanted to say to you guys. When I first started this, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to just bring people together, go on these really cool adventures, have really great conversations, and then you're back on your way. And as I've gone through this, and we've done over 15 different trips and several hundred guys have been a part of the process, I think my purpose has changed because I now see a guy who showed up in 2019 to his first experience with us, and I've had the chance to just be a small part of his life. You get to be a part of their story, and you get to hopefully just help the trajectory of their life ever so slightly. And I think just being a part of making an impact on people in a positive way, I mean, it means everything. If one guy can walk away with 1 or 2 other guys that he got a chance to meet, that would be a great thing for me. Second thing would be, I just want to see guys have fun. I just want to see guys laugh.
So Kyle invited me, and I'm always waiting for when someone's going to invite you into something you've never done before. A little uncomfortable. I hadn't played pickleball before. And the group of dudes, the men here, different areas of the state, even of the region, came together because we trust Kyle. And we all have more joy because he's pulling us together. And we laughed together. We connected just now. We were in the sauna afterwards. Pickleball, sauna, great dudes. And just really thankful for an opportunity to come out and meet some new friends who care about, instead of staying still and doing what's comfortable, let's move into an area of, hey, I've never done this before, but I can grow and I can meet some great guys. So really grateful for the evening.
Some guys have never played pickleball before. I'm sure some guys are great at it, but the point is just to get out there and do it. And I think when guys are in movement, connections just happen better.
It's a handshake at the beginning and it's a hug at the end, and it's just cool to be a part of the process from start to beginning. So we had a good time, and some guys made some new connections, some new friends, and so great evening.